All right. So then she writes a letter and turns it into the police station, fucking saying that she was kidnapped by people that work with Jamie Ham. She was took to a cabin out in the woods. She was dropped down into a well, into a dry, empty well, and forced to stay in the well for like 3 days with Fallon's remains, with Fallon's bones. So this was like a week and a half ago. She writes that letter to the police station, and then all of a sudden, randomly, after 3 years, Fallon's skeleton remains, as the fucking coroner just stated, is found in the middle of public, like right up the road from town, like downtown Gaffney, behind the children's center, yesterday. After 3 years. Yeah, so I'm not saying that's what they're saying. I'm saying the coroner just confused the fuck out of me when he said all signs are pointing towards she died at her own hands. Like, what the fuck does that mean? But yeah, there's no way. So a week and a half after this other meth head that got kidnapped and comes back, writes a letter saying that Jamie Ham fucking abducted her and took her to Fallon's remains. Fallon's remains get dropped off in the middle of fucking public to be found. Like, come on, man. So that's why in my tweet I said Jamie Ham's shaking like a stripper right now, because Jamie Ham is the fucking chief of police, and goddamn everybody in Shaky County thinks that he has fucking murdered this fucking girl. All right, Phil, before I snap the ball, am I up 5 or are we just running the whole game?
Take 5. You're up 5.
Good.
Your quarterback.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I'm trying to think of when I drafted him.
Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front.
I got him in the first. Round. I can't think of what pick.
Go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
I was about to say it was like 16, something like that. It wasn't early.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds Montgomery complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner.
If I had any videography skills, I'd goddamn make a little documentary about this shit. And fucking
but in this case, he
try to get in depth with everything. Try to get the inside scoop.
He'll try and run with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What time does Jensen get off work?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays.
I'm pretty sure all the commissioners were close until like an hour or 2 before the draft.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry now for David Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And it'll be intercepted. picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
But one day isn't enough
territory
time
now. It's
to
first
fucking
and 10 at the
get a full
39-yard
autopsy
line.
back and shit like that, is it? So there's no possible way they could know for sure she died on her own.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby
Especially
Wagner.
fucking skeleton remains. I mean,
Here's second and 8.
maybe
It reminded me a lot
like
of
there's
a
no way
teammate
they
of mine.
fucking.
We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Oh no, out of bounds.
Down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll bring it all the way back. Just
Don't
a
worry,
yard
if you
or
throw a
two shy
pick
of
to number
midfield.
27 on my defense,
So a
you
pretty
just know that
shaky
you
start
never
here
have to
for
worry about
both
going for
sides.
six.
Yeah, each
That is
quarterback's
the
taking the ball
slowest
to the other team. Do you
fucking
think on
defender
both
I have
sidelines,
ever seen.
they're sitting them down and saying,
Madden.
okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make
It's
sure we get
like
it to
his
our
speed
guys,
isn't
please.
bad when he's defending a
Pretty
receiver.
nice work
So like he can
defensively
keep
there
up
on the
with
first
some
down run
receivers.
as they hold him to a
But
gain
it's
of a
like when he
couple.
catches a pick, he
Any
gets like a
lane that
speed
might have been
reduction
open
or
there was
something.
closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Different win in the first game too.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
I'm kind of hopping on there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
I think we need to trade CMC for him. I think that's a mistake.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Oh,
the ball popped in the air and
Throw it
intercepted.
to the back of the end zone.
Picked
Not
up
right
by
there.
Mack Wilson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
To number 84.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
In GOI.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went
Hell,
back
I
out there
don't
was,
check the
"Don't do that
stats. Hell,
again."
see
What
how
do you
many
think?
penalties I have. I don't know that I have any penalties this year.
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here,
I've
but the
always
bottom
been a
line
thing.
is
I've
take
always
care of
said
the
that
football,
damn,
and
they need to
everything
turn
else will flow from there.
in penalties up or something in GOI. Because no penalties ever get called. I couldn't tell you the last time I played a game and had a penalty. Then I remember.
To feel good. It's not all the time that the play call
Maybe me running into the kicker or something.
The quarterback just says, "Hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here." And the end result
Yeah, I've
there,
always said
nice
that because
first down.
you can blatantly pass interfere. Like you can blatantly impede the progress of the receiver and not get a call.
Not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside
you can
linebackers, the
blatantly
guys that you pay
fucking
big money to sack
see
the
a pass
quarterback.
interference call
They
and it
also
won't
have to
get
have
called.
interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Okay, Chris Carson.
Brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
For a Seahawks.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
10 at the 43.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This is Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw a completion.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
way.
I like where they are on the field.
Oh, my God.
Play of the fucking year. Nick Haynes, you're a goddamn legend. Oh, my God.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike
Nick
touchdown.
fucking Haynes, I love you.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Brown 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you...
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. An incomplete crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds.
Oh, Hooper got hurt. What a play, though.
What a fucking play.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are back within a score. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield to throw it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. Okay, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
The offense can't pick it up under 2 minutes.
Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, Cleveland.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Well, if it's tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 8 yards out, and the Browns have retaken the lead. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, it's Carson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Montgomery. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Grant Delpit in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Commissioners are available to like a couple hours before advance, but I highly doubt
play
they
coming here. It's
advance
3rd and
to the draft
goal.
before they go through all the trades.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
For Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
2nd down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
3rd down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said, and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards the pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there. 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A run for Nick Chubb.
Meaning to
And
lose
they're going to
this week,
stop
but
it
win
right
next
at
week.
the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
At the
Jamal!
goal line.
Jamal!
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Less than 2 to
That's why
play
we
with
pay
just
you,
a
Jamal.
field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At the 21-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Back 2 is the match. Back 2,
and they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Yeah, turn to play.
I've mismanaged the clock, D-Town. Hold on. We're in crisis mode in Seattle right now. We've just realized that we've mismanaged the fuck out of the clock.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
You need to get the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3.
Great
you don't
game.
have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get 1st downs, get yourself in a position
I am
where you
so
know you're gonna at least get 3
fucking
and keep this game going. If you get 6,
astonished
so much the better.
by that fucking
So
Hail
that'll do it for
Mary
us. For Charles Davis
twirl
and all our
around
crew,
off
I'm
the
Brandon
fucking
Gaudin. You've been
Real
watching
Mike
the
Vick
NFL on EA Sports.
telling.
It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
I got these frozen popcorn chicken bites.